cry just a little. This is for anyone that was in any situation that made them cry just a little. Creeper Crisis, Mental Health Part 2. Big up Jay,
Yo.
Big up Mac, big up Twin. This was highly requested, you know. I need to put a disclaimer out there though. I need to put this disclaimer out there. Anything that you hear, we're not glorifying it. We're not glamorizing it.
Oh no.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
They will be able to hear it as we speak.
100%. 100%. I feel like they need to, like, you're going to be very surprised with what you hear.
Yeah.
But it's not going to, I'm going to articulate myself well enough so no one's incriminated.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean? Like, for me, it's going to get dark. It's what, hence the black, you know what I mean? Last time was the red. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's going to get dark. Like, and trust me, I'm not gassed by any of the stories I'm about to tell. Mm-hmm. If I have to tell any stories, you know what I mean? Because, come on, Jay, we're from the hood, man. Nothing impresses us. Like, we've seen it all.
No.
You know what I mean? If you want to impress me, jump in the air and stay there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? If you want to impress me, jump in the air and stay there, then maybe I'll be wild. You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
I think when you make a transition like you have, it's automatically not a glorification.
You know what it is? I think sometimes as well, it's the believability, because it's like sometimes I don't look like what I've been through.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
That's
Like,
right.
I say, like, we're born looking like our parents, but we're going to die looking like our life choices.
That's right. That's right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And a lot of people see me and think, he ain't been, you know?
Yeah, but
you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it's endurance.
100%.
You can't tell a man ain't been through endurance.
100%.
You know what I'm saying?
They can never rewrite history. You know what I mean? I don't read my book backwards.
Exactly.
I don't read my book backwards.
Mm-hmm. So for me today, I came here to talk to Anton,
Yes.
and not just the grown Anton, the child.
My inner child.
That's right. That's
deep.
what I want to speak to today. In the beginning part only. You know what I mean? We're gonna take it in stages. So.
Yeah.
Just for now, like, I want to know what your dreams were when you was like around between 5 and 7.
5 and 7. Do you know what? And this is gonna sound crazy. I say this, yeah. I feel like, because as a kid, I remembered things from 2 years old. Mm-hmm. I was telling my mum things that happened while I was 2, and my mum's looking at me like, there's not family photos that prove that. There was nothing that provided me that information. And it's crazy you ask that question, because see baby language. I believe that we dumb down the adults that we are today. I feel like as the kids, if someone could find a way to translate that baby language, I'm sure we would always all be able to tell people where we derive from.
100%.
Do you know what I mean? I feel like we impart stupidness on us as growing beings now from kids. So when I was a kid, I was very reserved. I was quiet. I was trying to figure things out, because I was questioning why I was remembering so much from 2 years old. I'm telling my mum vivid stories, and she's like, you was in the back seat. How do you know this? But like I said, it goes back to, I feel like we impart our learning abilities on the kids, and then it has them lose their memory on where we come from. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
Yeah. So as a kid, I was just always to myself learning and wanting to know why I had the thoughts I had. And, you know, and I was always to myself. I had 6 other siblings in the house, and I'll be in a room to myself. You know what I mean?
So what were your aspirations at that time?
I'd say at the time, just understanding my environment.
Yeah, literally.
You know what I mean? Because at that time, you have no choice of your circumstance.
But without giving it an intelligent answer, what are the things that you like to do at that time?
Oh, I like to draw.
Yeah.
I love drawing. I kind of got disheartened when I saw none of my pictures on the fridge. You know what I mean? Like, you know, because, you know, support starts from home.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Not saying my mum didn't support me, but support, like, when you coming in your house, you don't want to see an Antiguan fridge magnet up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or you don't want to see Barbados fridge magnet up. You want to see something you've drawn in school.
Yeah.
And that wasn't my household. You know what I mean? But I used to love to draw. I never read, but I was inquisitive. I wanted to know everything. If you told me something, there was a why coming after, because I wanted to understand what you was telling me. So like, Jay, people listen, yeah, but they don't hear. And it's not by accident that you could spell the word air in the word hair.
See.
You see what I mean? It's not by accident.
Yeah.
It's not by accident. Things are put in place for a reason. So I like to listen, but I also like to hear. You know what I mean? So I was that kid that always, there was a why after everything I got told. Yeah.
So you like art and you like to question a lot of things.
100%. I think I questioned everything.
Did you remember when they asked you in school, what do you want to be when you're older? Do you remember the answer you had?
I used to always say I want to be alive.
Wow.
Always.
Even as a child?
Even as a child.
Wow.
Because my first funeral I attended was when I was 2 years old. Do you know what I mean? And my mum picked me up, and it was my uncle.
Yeah.
That at the time I was not at that time currently, but after the fact I got lied to and told that was my dad.
Wow.
Even though I was cool with what was happening in my household as far as my biological dad, I was lied to by a snake within the family and told that was my dad that I was looking at that passed away.
Wow.
Do you know what I mean? So it was very different seeing him lay there and not waking up, as to opposed to my grand saying, go up to his room and wake him up out of bed, or me just coming in the room waking up out of bed. I'm looking at a frozen body like heat. You know what I mean? So after seeing death so frequent as a child, like losing one of my friends and falling from a building, like
Slow down. We need to talk.
Yeah. For me, I just
let's just
yeah.
Keep it at the timeline.
Yeah,
Stay within my timeline because I know a lot.
Yeah, go on.
So so I'm trying to stay with it. So let's go back to the fact that you saw someone pass away at 2 years old.
My uncle,
and
Randolph.
You was able to understand that he was deceased.
Nah, because it was different for me, because it was like everyone's around the body. My mum picking me up, and I remember seeing him there. And I just remember the days I used to go in my nan's room or my nan's house, and a room in my nan's house, and waking him up. So I just thought he was sleeping.
Okay.
And then because he used to get me and take me out as if I was his. Do you know what I mean? Like there's pictures of me sitting on top of his car. Do you know what I mean? Like if he's wearing red, he's putting me in red and his daughter, my cousin Siobhan, in red. You see what I mean? So when that stopped happening now, no visits from my nan's house, that's when it become a reality. Like, oh, he's not coming back.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, now we're getting... Now,
yeah.
You see what I'm saying to you?
Yeah. So for me, at the time...
So this is where you started grasping the concept of death.
100%. It's only the other day I learned, we're all homeless. All of us. Just making our way home. All of us.
That's a deep one.
We're all homeless. We're just waiting to return home.
I like that, man.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
this is just a place we're visiting.
Yeah.
But you know why we have to start here? Because God can't show you heaven and tell you to return to earth.
That's right.
You're going to decline it.
That's right.
You're going to decline it.
I say that to
You
people
can't be shown heaven and ask to return to earth.
When people have lost someone, I always remind them of that. Like, if you knew what was on the other side, you might just try and take the shortcut.
Why we got to die to see heaven? Do you see what I mean? These, like, you know what I mean? Something so glorious. Why do we? But it's stages.
It's
You know what I
stages,
mean?
it's
Stages. Yeah. Man.
You get chosen for different reasons at different
100%.
times. You know what I mean? We
100%.
understand. And also, like I said to you, believe in one of the reasons why we can't speak when we're younger is because we probably remember a lot of our past lives. You get what I'm saying? And that's another story.
Yeah, 100%. And you know what it is as well, like going back to the like nothing impressing me sort of thing, it's because I've seen so much. It's like nothing. I wasn't the kid that was fascinated by magic, none of that. David Blaine starving himself in a box, that's not magic, that's a black household.
Yeah.
Like, that's not magic, that's a black household. Bro, you're hungry. Like, that is every black household in the hood. That's not magic. So I was never, you couldn't bring Barney around, and you know what I mean?
Do you feel like you was given the space to be creative as a younger person?
I think being poverty made me inventive. Because we created our own Monopoly boards. Sometimes we understood now, we didn't even fix our mouths to ask for anything. We understood we weren't getting it. Like we used to go in Argos catalogs and cut out the wrestlers and then fight with the actual image from the Argos catalog. You know what I mean? So I think that made us inventive. My Monopoly board had Stratford on it. And then it showed me, I think after we wrote all the areas, this is before Google, we realized that, hold on, this is every area we've lived in.
Wow.
We've made our own Monopoly based on where we've lived.
That's deep.
Do you know what I mean? So it made us inventive.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, like going without.
The money was lopsided, like it wasn't all equal cut out, but you know what I mean? We did the best we could, you know what I mean? Yeah.
What would you say is some of your greatest memories as a child?
Honestly, this is gonna sound for me, the best memory I have of a child as a child is my Uncle Chris, man. Like, that man did everything. He showed me what a man's supposed to be. Sometimes I even sometimes somewhat wish he was my dad. You know what I mean? Like, he done fancy dress ups, grabbed me, took me to the fun fair. Do you know what I mean? Took me to the park just to play football. I mean, the things he was trying to impute in me and impart on me, like, yeah. He gave me my fondest memories as a child.
He's passed away, yeah?
Nah, he's still alive.
Oh, still alive. Big
yeah,
up.
still alive.
Okay,
Big
yeah.
up Chris, man. Like, anytime he came to the house, I got excited.
Yeah.
Because
yeah,
I knew he was taking us to do something
Yeah,
away from what we were stuck.
Yeah.
Because we was just 7 kids in one room.
Yeah,
So he would come and just be like, get your stuff, we're going to do this. You know
That's
what I mean? Whether I was Peter Pan at a fancy dress party.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've got photos of all that stuff.
Yeah.
So and it's thanks to him. Like, he gave me a childhood. He gave me a childhood, man.
Yeah,
I got to big him up, man.
Yeah. How many of his own kids did he have?
2.
Two.
Two.
Okay.
Two.
And he was still very instrumental.
And he was still hands on with all of us.
Yeah.
Because like I told you, my uncle, my cousin Siobhan, her dad passed, so he just felt it was like his duty to do that.
Yeah.
To come grab us and take us up.
Amazing.
And he had fish tanks. I didn't understand how therapeutic that looking at fishes could be.
Of course.
As a child, I would look into the fish tank like, yo, this is so calming, you know. You know what I mean? Like,
Definitely.
yeah. So yeah, big him up, man.
And do you feel like you've based some of yourself on Uncle Chris?
Yes and no. Yes, in the sense of wanting to beat it, because it happened to me, and I'm glad you asked me that. So my nephew got cancer.
Wow.
At the age of 2,
Wow.
and they was telling him he had next 0 chance of living, and when we lost my 2 grands to cancer prior to that, it's like the whole family panicked.
Yeah.
And I'm not jumping the story, but it's important I say this in relation to Chris. Foxy the judge tried to give Foxy 15 years, and then he reduced it to 8. So Fox called me from jail, and the first thing he said was, look after my little man like he was your own. So every day I'm in Holborn Hospital with little man, you know what I mean? Definitely. Washing his hair, and his hair's falling out.
Yeah.
He's asked me, Uncle, why's my hair falling out? I didn't have answers for him.
Wow.
But it let me know that everything Chris did for us, it prepared me for those moments.
Beautiful.
You know what I mean? I remember when he got to a place where he was on steroids and he was recovering, he's in a passenger seat with me, and I'm looking over and thinking, this is what Uncle Chris was doing for me. I didn't have cancer or anything like that, but it was just dad's absent, you step in as you know what I mean, as the next of kin.
Gave you some of your best memories, as you said.
100%. Yeah, man. Big up Chris, man. 100%.
Yeah. So the fact that you done what you was doing when you did that for your brother, what gave you the strength at the time to make sure that you could just skate through? And we'll go back, because I know
this is the timeline. The timeline's all off, but I'll break it down. So how it went was, my brother went jail, Devs went jail, Fox then went jail. I think Devs come home, then Fox went jail. Other brother, mental home. Nephew cancer, other brother mental home. With all the pressure, mum had a heart attack.
Wow.
I just thought, and it wasn't all at the same period of time. It was over a duration of 3, and it was just having to be strong for everyone. Everyone.
Cool.
Do you know what I mean?
Cool. Then let's go back, because I know we're going.
Yeah.
So Uncle Chris take you out and all that stuff. So yeah, those are your best memories. And then where do you see yourself losing your innocence within your youth?
I think when my dad left home, and the reason why I say that is because,
what age was that?
I would say 8 to 9. 8 to 9. Yeah. Because now there's a rage in me, there's an anger in me. You know what I mean? Like, some of the stuff I wanted to do to him, I did to other kids. Do you know what I mean? I was happy, but I was also violent.
What was you so angry with him?
Abuse. I understand the difference from discipline, but then I also know when someone's taking, I think people take roles. Example, yeah. I'm a leader, yeah, and I think some people put themselves in roles and abuse the power of the role. And some people don't understand the concept of certain roles. Like someone might say, I'm a captain. Bro, that doesn't make you a leader. You fly to the destination provided.
Yeah, literally.
You didn't have a choice in where you're going.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Same thing. You take, pilot, whatever. You go to the destination provided. If you're a captain, same on the boat. You go to the place. And I think he was abusing his power as being a dad, because some of the whoopings in the house wasn't warranted. You know what I mean? Sometimes I can see kids misbehaving and it warrants for that, because you need to identify, discipline and that within the household.
How was you able to compare?
You compare it because you start looking at the person's circumstance and they're living. If they're not happy with their self,
okay,
you know what I mean? And then you start questioning, like, you ain't beating me. You're taking your frustration out of me. You know what I mean? You're not beating me because I did something wrong. You're literally offloading on me. You know what I mean? Because some of the things were questionable. Some things was like, no, hold on, I didn't really even do anything. And because I couldn't do nothing to him now, like physically, I just stabbed my school teacher when I was young. Yeah, may have been with a compass, but I still, you know what I mean? Like,
it's extreme.
I was just at that age, I was aggressive. Like, remember part one when we called my mum and the amount of kids I bit. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, I was violent, man. I was violent, violent. I attacked everything that, even if I felt you was disrespecting me, and it wasn't even that deep where it didn't warrant violence, my reaction to it would be violence.
Have you got a couple particular beatings that you remember?
I remember Uncle Chris. This is why I love Chris, man. This is important I told this story. This weren't a beating. It allowed me to differentiate abusing your power. So Dad called me upstairs. Nan lives in a 3-floor house. Chris, when he's leaving, saw something special in me and said, I got a tape with Malcolm X on it. This was cassette tapes, VCR tapes. Yeah. I said, didn't know who that was. Like I said it before, Google. So Chris said, let me just go to the car and get it, put that in and watch it, study what he's doing. Yeah. Chris has ran to the car. So I'm waiting in the middle of the staircase. Dad's called again. Chris has come back in the house. Yo, come get the tape, I need to go. Dad's called again. Chris saying, come get this tape, I need to go. So I'm in the middle of the staircase, conflicted of where to go, up or down. Who do I go to first? I'm saying to Dad, Uncle's calling me. He's like, bring yourself upstairs. So I'm gone downstairs quickly to get the tape off Uncle, because he's passed it through the banister, gone upstairs, grabbed my arm and dragged me up a flight of stairs, and then kicked me in my stomach and threw me into the bedroom. Whoa. So my uncle's now, he's come in the room and he said, what are you doing? Dad said, don't ever tell me how to discipline my child. Uncle said, yeah, come downstairs. And they rumbled.
Love that.
I was upset seeing that. But at the same time, I understand why he did it. Yeah. So that's when I knew the difference. Yeah.
And you understood that. Started making you understand that Uncle Chris was a bit more at a better place in life.
100%.
In general.
100%. You know what I mean? He did for his kids.
Yeah.
He did, like, he's a person that he didn't blame society for the situation that he was in. Like, example, my dad didn't even claim my half brother. Shout out to Domino. Like, me and Domino caught in bare fist fights because he lived 3 doors down from my gran. Okay. If we were older, we probably would have killed each other without knowing. Yeah. Unbeknownst to us, we're fighting not knowing we're brothers. It's my gran that's seeing my t-shirt scoffed up every day, coming out saying, who are you fighting every day? And when she's come outside and she's like, hold on, that's your brother. Wow. You see what I mean?
You didn't even know.
I didn't know. He was 3 doors down. He didn't know. And that's what I said about the responsibility of being a man. That's your child. You know what I mean? Right. Didn't claim it. Wow. Didn't claim it. And like I said, it's dangerous because if me and Domino was older, we probably would have killed each other. Because you withheld that information.
That's mad.
When all you had to say is, that's my child, you know?
Even that friction was connection. You kind of knew.
Seeing him 3 doors down.
Biological, we knew each other was brothers. You know that your body did.
My cousin put his name in the card because she's a girl. So she's kind of she's doing it in a way where she felt it was right. Yeah. And then I remember her getting told to get out of the room because she was a girl. And then as the boys, we got licks for not stopping her doing that.
Wow.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Because it's Dad's birthday. Everyone did it. he's reading through the child. Wait, hold on. Who wrote this? She claimed it. I big her up. She claimed it.
Mm-hmm.
And then he still was like, nah, you lot didn't stop her. Get in the room. So little things like that just let me know you're abusing your power.
And how many of you that was there that he was?
3.
Was you all?
Because my older brother has a different dad. Fox has a different dad.
Was different dad, okay.
Yeah.
Was you all getting it the same way? Or did he kind of pick on you?
Nah, all of us got it. All of us got it.
Yeah.
I wasn't singled out. Like it wasn't just me. I wouldn't even sit here and, you know what I mean? And
No,
I think
yeah, 'cause some
I think
situations
that contributes to my brother's mental health.
Yes.
I think that contributes to my brother's mental health. I think it contributes to a lot of aggression outside.
Yeah, definitely.
Do you know what I mean?
Definitely.
Like I even said to Fox, because my pops used to put my hands on Fox, and I used to say to Fox, how do you even see him come around and still kick it with him?
Yeah.
I mean, Fox is more forgiving.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And like, I'm cool with that.
yeah.
I'm fine with that. But that could never be me.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah.
So what age did you get to where you're like, this ain't happening anymore?
There was, you know, it's crazy you asked me that. So moved back into my mum's. I would have been about, say, 18 going on 19.
Mm-hmm.
I'm painting my room. And as I'm painting my room, he's come in the room to talk to me. But the wardrobe's in the way, because you know when you're painting, you move the furniture around to the center of the room. So the wardrobe's blocking the entry.
Yeah.
So he's like, yo, move this, man. So I'm like, I'm painting, man. Like, so he's come in the room. He's finally like squeezed himself through the door. So he's come in the room.
So your mum and him got back together?
No. He's just come to visit the house.
Okay.
But because I'm the kid I'm not turning up for Christmas.
Yeah.
I'm not picking up the phone calls.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's tried to come, and we almost went out in that room.
Yeah.
And I told him, there's a difference in what you're going to be fighting to be fighting. I'm going to be fighting to kill you.
Yeah.
There's a difference in what we're going to be doing.
Yeah.
I'm going to try and kick skin off your forehead.
Yeah.
Like, and he said, you know what? Cool. And he left.
Yeah,
and I think from that moment, he knew I wasn't playing anymore.
You know what
Wasn't playing anymore.
Yeah.
Because you know what? Outside showed me too much that he was not.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Outside showed me way too much that he was not.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
You believe in certain characters when you're younger, and then you go through certain experiences that reveal who they really are.
100%.
You know what I'm saying?
100%.
Yeah,
100%.
All right, let's go back to like between that secondary school. So he's left, like 8, 9, 10,
Yeah.
11. Yeah. You've now gone from like your whole, like, there's a certain level of ambition that you must have had as a youngster. Like in terms of what you thought your adulthood was going to be, who you was going to be, the things you enjoyed, like you said, drawing.
Yeah.
You still paint pictures with your words anyway. You know what I
Thank
mean?
you. Appreciate you, Jay.
You might need to get back to the drawing, the actual drawing anyway.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But what became your, like as you get older, your interests become a bit more fine tuned. So like, like the 7, 8, 9, 11. So let's say 9, 11, 12 regions.
Yeah.
What was your interest even at those points? Now certain things have happened to you, and you've like, what are your interests now? Are you watching gangster movies?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Music,
100%. You know what? It's crazy because everyone thinks, because our generation is different. Everyone thinks that listening to rap music shaped a character, but like if you take a gamer's headphones, there's worse language than rap songs now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's worse language than rap songs now. If you take a kid's PS5, and you take his headphones, there's worse language going on than half of your rappers now.
100%.
You see what I mean? So I would have put that out there, that it's not as bad as people think. But what it was for me, outside, we moved around way too often for me to not adjust to my environment. So like, there was a point where I'm living in Leytonstone, but I'm traveling to school in Newham. At the time, Leytonstone and Newham had problems. So can you imagine that bus ride going from Leytonstone through to Newham? What that feeling's like for as a kid? Because you can't explain to them, Elstone, man, I'm just going to school around here. Do you know what I mean? Because as far as they're concerned, you must be mixing with the kids in school, and you having to return home.
Yeah.
So I had to become a bro. If we aren't monsters, we're food.
Yeah, 100%.
And I could never be food.
Yeah.
Can never be food. And for me, that's the time when I knew that I did. You know what it is? And I have to say this, every area I moved to, there was always more than us, because it was just 4 boys and the whole estate. So I used to say to my brothers, like, we got to beat them at the temple. Like, could we have outfought them? No. So we outfought them. Do you know what I mean?
Definitely.
We outfought them. And when I told my brothers it's a military mindset, not a militant mindset,
Like that.
I was preparing them for war.
Yeah.
And they understood it.
Yeah.
So everywhere we went, we ended up just falling as the leader where we was from. And not necessarily because of muscle, not even because we did the most. You know what I mean? Because I think people have to understand killing is not as easy as stepping on an ant.
No, of course not.
You know what I mean?
People, they try and make it out like that so you can do it and then mash yourself up.
It's not worth it. You see what I mean? But in the circumstance and the environment this weren't back in the day where it was MySpace top 10 friends.
Yeah.
No one's co-signing you from the area you've just moved to.
100%.
You know what I mean? You've now got to adjust in that environment, and you don't even want to explain yourself because your circumstance is nothing to do with them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I believe a lot of that time, that period of time, it was probably the peak of the worst times in this country, if you know what I'm saying. If I'm calling it the gangster times, like the worst time in this country. So
yeah.
It's due to like our grandparents came over here, our parents were kind of new here, then we were the reckless ones.
Yeah.
We was the ones that was like, no, we're here, we're deep here, like you're gonna respect us.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We wasn't really like feeling like we was new here.
And my household become a hub for everyone to come to.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like I always say Buckingham Palace has 775 rooms and no one homeless can stay there.
Yeah.
I mean, my mum, she had 7 kids in 5 rooms and took in strangers.
Yeah,
we had strangers living with us.
Amazing.
A white prostitute called Kate.
Wow.
I had an African guy called Dominique Wallace, and as twin can co-side, my boy Hunger. I wouldn't even mention it had he not mentioned it. He was on Spaces the other day. He mentioned it.
Yeah.
He mentioned it. He was living with us for years.
Yeah.
Then my boy Lazy Alex, his grand passed away. Sorry, no respect to his mum. His grand passed away, and my mum was giving me containers to take to him.
Yeah, amazing.
While she's still feeding 7 of her own kids.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
You come from...
So,
you know what I mean?
Yeah. So everyone started kind of just coming to my house. It become like, a community within itself. Yeah.
Your mother's son.
100%. I think that's the offspring.
That's what I'm saying.
That's the offspring. Yeah. My mum mothered a lot of people. That's why the next album, Anne's Kids. Anne's Kids.
Yeah.
Because they weren't just her own that she raised.
I love that.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And she didn't want any of them to contribute to anything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I always say, like, picture the kind of mum my mum was. She didn't physically do this, but the kind of mum she was, if you was a baby crying for a bottle, she'd put it on the other side of the room, crawl to it.
Yeah.
Just because you're crying, nothing will come to you, You see what I mean?
Yeah. Because I feel like it's very important to be in touch with your feminine side as a man.
Yes.
Yeah, and I feel like there's very few men that understand that. You know what I'm saying? It's the receiving energy. Because a lot of people think your feminine side is like how they perceiving it on the TV.
No.
What everyone else is doing. No. Your masculine is you know what your masculine is, but your feminine is more on the receiving side. So let's go back to your first girlfriend.
Yeah.
Tell me about your first girlfriend. Who it was, how you felt, how she, first girlfriend, then first heartbreak.
I won't say her name because she might be in a different space in life.
Yeah, that's all good.
But it's the first time. It's sad for me, yeah, and I don't want to make this dark and gloomy. I couldn't really get into my first girlfriend because where my cousin molested me when I was 11. It's like I was, she was 17 and I was 11. I was around. Go on, sorry.
Let's go straight to that.
Yeah.
Can we go back to
100%.
After, but so tell me about this situation with your cousin.
At the time, because remember, kids now they got access to Pornhub, all of that. Like they got OnlyFans now. You know what I mean? Like, cheap subscriptions, all of that. Yeah, we didn't have that back then.
No, back in the day, man was buying. You could sell like a black and white piece of with someone's tees on there. You know, bro, in school for like £2,
bro. You know what I mean? Like literally anything to us. Like we didn't have access to Playboy. None of those things. None of those things. Yeah, none of those things. We didn't have paid. None of those things. Do you know what I mean? Like and
you're page free.
Yeah, page free. So. Until I watched Showgirls, the movie Showgirls.
Oh, with Jesse from Saved by the Bell.
So you know what I'm talking about? Yeah, who did the most in that movie. Until I snuck and watched that movie, I didn't understand what was currently happening to me. I just thought we were playing as kids.
Wow.
Until I learnt that, this is what was happening to me. And then when I learnt that, that's when I said to myself, all right, cool. I got to tell someone about this. Do you know what I mean?
So how did it start, if you don't mind me asking?
It started with come upstairs and play.
Yeah.
Starts to come upstairs and play. And where I'm the oldest person in that, like because when we went to my grand's, where Fox had a different dad, he didn't come to my grand's. Okay. So I'm the oldest out of those siblings. You know what I mean? Wow. So and this person's not from this country. She's from back home. Oh. So when she's come over here, Do you know what I mean?
They
And
think
everyone,
it's different, innit?
everyone thought I was lying.
Where's back home?
Antigua.
Okay.
Antigua. So everyone thought I was lying, and then it was only when we went to Antigua, and my nan's catching her come out my room with no drawers on, because I'm screaming. And now I'm aware of what's happening to me. I'm screaming when she's coming in the room and putting her hand in my boxes. At the time, I'm a kid. I'm wearing underpants. Superman, to be exact. Superman shorts. You know what I mean? White fronts, tighty whiteys. You know what I mean? Every kid had tighty whiteys. You know what I mean? Yeah, we putting
So
a
how
hand in
long
my
was it
underpants.
before? So did you actually feel like did it go to a different place that time where you had to actually?
No, that particular time, because I was aware of what she was doing, I screamed that.
Yeah.
I screamed that. So even when so you know what makes me laugh, yeah, about that? I'm not sitting there and telling everyone I was chilling with Mayweather. I'm not telling everyone that I've been in Mike Tyson's house and played with his pets. Why would I lie about something like this?
Yeah.
You know, like some people, you can hear the lie and be like, oh, you're lying. I have no reason to lie
Who told
about
you
something.
that you was lying?
Gran.
Wow.
Because for her,
That don't make sense.
it didn't happen on her watch.
Okay.
But for me, you know better because you saw her leaving the room.
Yeah.
She had no business being in my room at that hour as well. Sleeping, and I felt someone come in the room, then I felt the hand guy in my pants, and then I screamed because now I'm aware of what's happening.
Yeah.
I'm like, get off me. And then Nan come, what's all the noise? What's all the noise? Seeing her, what you doing in the room? And she just had on a throw of a t-shirt with no drawers on.
Wow.
Yeah.
If you don't want to talk about it, don't. Talk
No,
about it.
it's cool.
What kind of things was she making you do at those ages?
We physically had sex in my grand's house on my grand's bed.
I'm wondering like what can she make you do at that age?
Nah, we physically had sex. Like I would say probably twice.
Yeah.
Like, probably twice, and I will never forget it because it was she would do it, and then it was pull your pants up, go and play.
Was she guiding you, or was she just like
Yeah, she was guiding me. What was
Yeah.
happening, yeah. She was always on top, because if I was on top, I wouldn't even know where to start.
Yeah, of course.
Do you know
yeah,
what I mean?
yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
So for me,
Was it a part of you that felt like you enjoyed it?
nah, I felt violated, and I think that hardened me in life. That allowed me to say no one's never gonna violate me.
Gave you a certain
again.
image of women as well, just from early as
Yeah,
well.
yeah. So my first girlfriend, I met my first girlfriend as a virgin. She was a virgin.
Yeah.
And she was the first person I ever told, because she was saying let's lose our virginities together.
Yeah.
And I couldn't bring myself to lie to her.
Wow.
You know what I mean? So I just expressed it to her, and she was like, "Whoa, seriously, yeah."
So did you ever speak to your mum about it?
My mum found out when the rest of the world did, when I made my song.
Wow.
I kept this from my mum, because you know what it was for me? I didn't want to do that to my mum's mental.
Yeah, you know what she'll do to her probably as well.
I didn't want to do that to my mum's mental.
Yeah.
You got to remember, as a kid, I bailed my sisters out of a police station because my mum got nicked and sent to Holloway. So I know what my mum's capable of. I've seen certain things which I can't repeat, but I know where my mum will take it, because my mum was outside before we was.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like she was outside, so not even that I was trying to protect the girl or save the girl in any kind of way. I just kept I wanted to keep my mum from her.
Was she around you like as you grew older as well?
Nah, so she would come like at durations of time from Antigua and then go back. So then that was the last time we went there, and then that's when she tried it again.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So that now you've got your first girlfriend. Like, did you have issues becoming intimate initially?
No, never,
Or did it make
ever.
you more sexual?
I wouldn't say it made me more sexual. I actually wasn't sexual with that partner.
Okay.
Because when I told her what I told her, she wanted it to be magic.
Yes.
She wanted it to be real. She didn't decline me, but because I saw how it broke her, not hearing that I was a virgin like her, I'd never even pushed the issue.
Definitely.
And to this day, we're amicable to this day.
Amazing. Yeah.
Amicable. All 20-something years later, we're still cool.
So who was your, like first one that you actually went to them places with? How was it? Was it your second girlfriend?
I will say this. What my cousin did didn't affect me in the room at all. The only thing that does play a part is the restriction. So if I'm on top of a woman, not to be graphical for people at home watching, and a woman holds my neck, that puts me off, because I feel like you're restraining me and you're making me do this. So my mind goes somewhere else.
Wow,
my mind's like, hold on, what are you doing?
Yeah.
So when I've been intimate with partners and I give them, they don't even, you know what I mean, grab my waist, you know what I mean, but don't hold my neck and pull me down.
So was she very violent with it when she's?
Nah, she wasn't. She was slick with it. She was slick with it because it was Gran and that they worked at the time. My nan had 2 jobs. I didn't know the second one, but I know one of them was a cleaner's job. So when they did the late shifts, she was the babysitter.
Okay.
So where she was the babysitter, it was wait till nanny left. And this is why I said, like, how can you call someone a liar when you wasn't present for the truth?
Yeah.
You can't call me a liar and you wasn't present for the truth.
But that's to do with our culture, man. Like our culture, when it comes, this is gonna make the family look a certain way. Yo, don't say it. Yeah. Everything under the carpet.
It's what it's doing to my
carpet, you know. And they got keep adding
Aladdin's carpet and all that. Trying to crush it underneath Aladdin's carpet. You know what I mean?
And tell people to go to church. And,
you know what I mean?
You know
come on, And that's why I always say to kids, like, this kind of stuff for me is therapy. You know what I mean?
No, of course.
The concept of therapy is like, imagine therapy is cooking and having to clean the dishes or going out to eat and just leaving a tip.
Yeah.
So you offload what you need and leave, as opposed of being in a mess and stuck with it.
Yeah.
You see what I mean?
Definitely.
And that's the difference with therapy.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. I even think like a lot of now I'm even thinking about some of the things you've said, and your name is a deep meaning why you call yourself Creeper Crisis. You know what I'm saying? Like,
At first it was a play on words with my boy Silent V. And sorry,
no, I hear that,
let me specify, the V is not virgin. It was silent virgin. Yeah, silent but violent. So I just play on words. But it is deeper because there's Creepers like Martin and Crisis like Malcolm.
Yeah.
It's the essence of Malcolm and Martin.
Yes, definitely.
Do you know what I mean?
The reason why I wanted to go back to these places as well is just to kind of get a rounded version of who you are today. So it's like, you know, like a lot of us ignore our inner child. But a lot of us, our inner child is still living for us.
Facts.
And a lot of the time, people that understand can see it. Like, I know which parts of my inner child is still, I need to work on. And I still make sure I work on. And that's why I was trying to, like, I feel like a lot of your music, is a big part of working on your inner child.
Someone said to me the other day, sorry to cut you, Jay. Someone said,
no
what's the difference from Creeper Crisis and Anton? And I said, there's no difference. Because Creeper's telling Anton's story.
100%.
Without Anton, there is no Creeper Crisis unless he's just rapping about going to Tesco's.
Yeah.
Do you see what I mean?
I also think you're intelligent enough to have multiple characters, and a lot of people don't
100%.
understand that's down to intelligence.
100%.
Not down to experience and always that, you know what I mean. But a lot of the time, I feel like when I speak to you and I see within what you do, I understand your intelligence level.
Yeah.
So I also realize that there's a version of you that is still dealing with your inner child, or not dealing with your inner child. So
I'll be honest, it's weird, yeah, because see my mum, yeah. a lot of who I am today, I credit to my mum.
Yeah.
As well, like my mum had a black belt and it wasn't karate. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Because once my dad left, my mum knew she was raising men. She was raising men. So I have to, when I say to people, I am the way I am based on how mum raised me, they think a woman, really a woman. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, man, big up mumsy, man.
Yeah. After the whole period with your cousins, it's like, how was you left feeling?
Do you know what? At the time, I was numb to it because I think what we do a lot here is we speak currently now based on how we should have felt in the past. But in the past, I didn't think nothing of it until I started to see the ill effects of girls trying to hold me and grab me by my neck and you know what I'm saying, in the bedroom. Then you see it having an impact on you as a person. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. At the time, I dealt with it like I dealt with everything else.
You just kept continuing.
I just went on. I just did it. Like I just got on with it.
Yeah.
And that's with everything in life. I've got on with it. You know what I mean? Like people don't even know. Like I'll say cousin because I got loads of cousins. When we talk about mental health, half of my mum's side of the family are in mental homes.
Wow.
I had to take care of one of my cousins when I was 16 in my mum's house because I actually got a message on Facebook the other day, and it's important I say this because it's a victim to my cousin's crime.
Wow.
And she almost died. It was bad. She messaged me and she said to me, how do you feel being out there in the world knowing what your cousin done? And he come straight to my mum's. Wheels weren't turning all the way, trying to give him his respect. And I was the one left to take care of him. Making sure he bathed, slept in my room.
Yeah.
I'm waking up. And because how serious he was very active. Mm-hmm. I'm waking up to him in my face.
Wow.
16.
Oh my niggas.
Yeah. I remember him playing PS4 with my boy Younger that we spoke about earlier on, and him standing up and just stripping naked, and then telling Younger to strip to play the computer. And Younger, forgive me, bro, you almost did it, until I walked in the room. So we then, he's like, because that's the power that my cousin had.
Yeah.
He was very active. So as a kid, I've got big man responsibilities that I didn't even want.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You have to eliminate your fear, your own fear.
100%.
Mm-hmm.
So when I speak on mental health, I've seen it in every form. From brother to cousin to uncles to gran. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, 100%. I also, that's why I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
I think you're definitely a chosen one. And you got to understand what comes with being a chosen one.
Yeah, well, he selected me when he come in the house. He came in the house, he lined us all up, because he was on the run.
No, I'm saying you're chosen.
No, but I'm what he did is important that you said that.
Yeah.
Because when he come in the house and he lined us all up, he walked alongside all of us. And he went, you're going to take care of me. And he said to my mum, I'm not having it no other way, I'm leaving this house.
Wow.
And my mum was like, yeah, you're going to take care of him.
Yeah, yeah.
Out of all 7 kids, he literally went, you're going to take care of me.
You see that?
You know what I mean? So he was in my room by default.
You see?
I'm sleeping on the floor, he's sleeping on the bed. You know what I mean? He's waking up, he's telling me voices in his head telling him to kill me. And I'm telling him, nah, you're my family, man. They don't really want you to do that. You're my family.
Yeah.
And we're going off of, my mom basically, we're harbouring a fugitive because you're still being looked for. Feds are still onto you.
Yeah.
It's made the newspapers. You know what I mean? So as a kid, imagine what that does to my mental.
Of course.
Being pulled out of school to take care of him.
Wow.
Making sure he eats, making sure I've had to stand in the bath while he's having to wash himself.
Oh.
Don't want to see my uncle, like my cousin's body parts.
Yeah, of course.
But you know what I mean?
We're given that responsibility.
From
such big responsibilities. It shows why you was able to deal with so many people.
And it's crazy because I don't medicate. I don't have no drinking, no vices. I don't drink. I don't smoke. And never. One time when I was 18 at most.
One time. That's amazing. So even in young days you never drank. Never smoked.
Nah.
That's big.
Literally, never.
That's big.
Never.
That's dope.
100%.
Now
and everyone around me smoking and drinking.
No, but it's like it's ratings, but it's not so much ratings as you get older.
Do you know?
But you see, for you to not have done that in them days, and you was around more people than the average man,
bro.
That's what you was running for. You're probably the only person that had.
Big up Tex taking me in. Yeah, that was probably the heart, like that period. Going back to the drinking and smoking, you're saying, that period where everyone's drinking and smoking. This is when Dipset had Alizé and Scissorb and they didn't have Alizé, they had Scissorb and that.
That was mean, you know.
You know what I mean? And bro, big up Titch, man. So Crazy Titch used to come Tex house. He used to see me sleeping on the floor on Monday. Then he see me sleeping on the floor on Tuesday. Then he saw me sleeping on the floor on Wednesday and Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I was still there on Sunday. Shout out to Titch. Nah, so he used to come in the house and see me there, and he was like, yo, what's going on there? Because he's seeing I'm not partaking in everything. The drinking, the smoking. You know what I mean? And he's like, yo, get out, man, come with me, roll with me. And Titch was just taking me out the house and making me roll with him. Even big up Titch, because he grabbed me one time and took me back home. Big. Not to stay. He said, you don't have to stay. Just come and chat to your mum.
Yeah.
And he come in the yard. He went, Mum, he's home.
Yeah.
And mum was like, oh, is he staying? He went, nah, he's not staying. He's hard-headed. He's got too much pride. But he just come to say hello. See? And Titch was like, I'm in the front room with Fox. So he's chilling with Fox.
Real one,
and he went, Creech, you ready? Yeah. And I cut. But just in that environment was probably the hardest to avoid temptation.
Yes.
Because everyone was doing it.
That's what I'm saying.
Everyone was doing it, yeah.
But what was that in you that knew that you didn't want to touch these things? That's not just a normal...
Because I wanted to accept my reality. Mm-hmm. Do you know what I mean? I'm not putting down anyone that drinks or smokes, but I'm just saying for me, I feel like it's an escape. Mm-hmm. And I didn't want to escape. I wanted to do something about my circumstance.
That's right.
I didn't want to just cover it and mask it. Now you could.
You were thinking like this from them ages.
Yeah, you can clean a whole room, but if you push the dust underneath underneath the sofa doesn't make the room clean, bro. You've just moved the dust from one place to another.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I wanted to clean myself mentally. Do you know what I mean? So I say to myself, I'm not gonna partake in none of this.
No, that's amazing, bro.
Yeah.
That's not a joke.
Yeah.
Like you got to think about the level of thinking that is at that age.
Yeah, and what man was because remember a lot of people they will indulge in these things because they want to forget. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I wanted to remember. I wanted to remember everything.
You ain't got kids. You ain't got kids yourself.
Nah, no kids.
No kids. Yeah.
You know what? And you know what? That could be the ill effect of my dad.
Yeah.
Because I said to my dad, why plant a seed and not water it? Why plant a seed and not water it? And the impact he had on me of not getting it right, it somewhat put me off and made me doubt myself if I'd get it right.
You know what's crazy is the perception we have of parents is that we forget that they're people.
They're human. They're parents first. We give them that title because we say mum, we say dad.
But was also taught to look at parents for certain things. Do you know what I'm
100%.
saying? So, and I think that even when I say to you, you know, like sometimes people say, oh, I've been through a lot. And then I say, in comparison to.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the time that we've all been through a lot. I've been through a lot. You've been through a lot. But in comparison, like a lot of our been through a lot is just what we think is a lot. And a lot of time, even if we unfold it, like it wasn't too much for us because God would never give us more than we
can't handle. Facts.
Thank you.
Facts.
So I love the fact that you can finish that.
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
A lot of the way we measure things as well sometimes hinders us.
Yeah.
A lot of the time we measure a lot of what we've been through hinders us. Do you know what I mean? And that's why I wanted to talk to in the first part of this interview, talk to your inner child.
Yeah.
I feel like you don't do enough for your inner child. Like you still need to go and do certain fun things that the child version of you didn't get to do.
You know what?
Because it's you've had to grow up so early.
Yeah.
That the inner child is still ready for his fun times, you know.
Yeah.
He's still ready, and I feel like that's because of how intelligent you are as well. Like, you know what I'm saying? With all the great things that you're gonna do, I think a big part of it is looking after your inner child.
Do you know what? And it's crazy you said that. Yeah, I was chatting to my mom the other day. She went, "You need a holiday. You need to just you time."
Yeah.
Because I just always work.
Yeah. You're still on it. You've stayed on survive, and you know what? You've put yourself in thrive mode a little while ago.
Yeah.
You just didn't give it to yourself.
Yeah.
And it just takes for, like I said, this whole mental health thing is a balance thing. Because I think even when people hear the word mental health, they think it's mental illness.
No.
When mental health is the bar, just like health is just bar. You know what I'm saying?
And I got to live with all my trauma. So it's like but
how do you decide which parts were really traumatizing for you, being the person you are?
I think some things were unwarranted and some things I took too far. Do you know what I mean?
Forget about what you've done. We're gonna go into that.
Yeah, go on.
It's like, when's the last time have you cried?
When Daya passed away.
When Daya passed away, yeah. So that's the kind of thing that you give yourself permission to feel like that for. Do you see? And now this is what I'm saying to you, like the only time,
my bro, man.
Yeah, of course.
I miss my bro.
And there's reasons why you miss your bro as well. Bro, you know what I'm saying? It's part of it.
Bro, Daya saved me, bro.
You see?
Daya saved me, bro.
Talk to us about it, man.
Bro, Daya saved me, bro.
Talk to me.
Someone's left disabled from a situation. Like, someone in my family lied, and obviously me being me, I was protecting them, and I took it too far, bro. And Daya was dragging me off,
yeah.
to a point me and him almost come to blows.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Yo, cuz, you're gonna kill this you know.
Yeah.
Stop, bro." He's like, "Cuz, I don't even care if you turn on me, blood.
Yeah.
Stop." And this youth's mentally unwell, bro. Like, he's glitched. He's glitched, bro. He will never be the same based on a lie. A lie that my cousin told us. And me being me, I just took it and missed that guy, bro.
No, of course.
Because he saved my life. If he wasn't there, I'd be in jail for murder.
Yeah,
and all of my friends, whether it was Flo just come home, Christian Saki, you know what I mean, Froggy, all of my bros, Michael Birchie, my boy, Michael Birchie killed Foxy's boy. All my boys was in jail for murder. And I probably wanted to join them. Because this man I grew up with, and I'm like, yo, they're all inside. Daya stopped me, bro. He stopped me, bro. He's like, yo, creeps, you're doing too much, bro.
Mm.
And he was the only one out of the crowd of people.
Yeah. See,
Yeah, R.I.P. Dyer, man. Seriously, man.
It was your angel and still your angel. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that was my heart, man.
Still guiding
That
you,
was
man.
my heart.
And
At first, I could talk about Dyer without coming to tears, but you went there, Jay, man.
no, you're
You went
supposed to,
there.
bro. Because this
You
is what
went
I
there.
need from you.
You went there, yeah.
Because you know, as men, we have real conversations. You understand what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
So we have to unpack what real trauma and what you're really feeling inside. Because a lot of the time with our mental health is because it's too much unpacked feelings. Even to just explain how you feel about Dyer, you know what I'm saying, and the things that he did.
Even though in the youth's never going to be the same.
Yeah, no, of course.
Based on a lie. If it was true, what he got accused of, grape.
Yeah,
I'd have been cool with it.
yeah.
I would have sat down with my feet up,
Of course.
twiddling my toes.
No, of course.
But to find out after the fact it was a lie.
Yeah, but you know what it is. What you gotta understand is that these are all the circumstances that we go over in life. The fact that you feel the way you feel about it is the important part. The important part. And the fact that you're affecting more lives in a positive way than you've affected in a negative way is also
I
the
feel
balance.
like this is my give back.
It's a balance.
This is my give back.
This is what I say
So
to you.
feel like
This
is
is
my
the
give
fact
back,
that you are giving back, yeah, and you're accountable. You see everything you just said there was accountable.
Yeah.
You know that feels to the victims just for someone to be accountable, like.
And,
you know what I mean?
and the only reason why I didn't get charged is because he was non-responsive to tell.
Yeah.
Because I believe he would have told.
Yeah.
How he was left, broken jaw,
Yeah.
fractured rib, blood clots, seizure,
Yeah. That
like,
also became part of your trauma.
brain damage.
You see, as well as you inflicted the pain, all of that pain was inflicted on you because of how you feel about it.
100%.
You understand what I'm saying to you?
That some people have got in front of my mum, like and I'll do it again, because like no one wants to kill. We just don't want to die.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the real me, like, Judge, can you feel me? I had to kill him because he's trying to kill me.
Yeah.
And circumstances, some situations, it's never gonna be me. It's always gonna be you. Do you know what I mean?
100%.
But those situations, I could smile from January to December and be cool about.
Yeah.
But that particular situation, if it wasn't for Dyer,
Yeah.
I'd be in jail for a long time right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Because
glory.
Dyer,
and
me and Dyer at 5, like, you can't duplicate that moment. You can't. Like, I can meet friends currently now from 30 something to 60. You can't relive those moments. Like, schools were the best years of your life. For some, not everyone, because some people, you know, college is by choice, whatever. Community, you know what I mean? And we did shared trainers. You know what I mean? Like, if he got tired, like, I always say to people, yeah, Dyer taught me something. If you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go further, go together.
Yeah.
He taught me that, because it's like, you got to remember, yeah, a lot of people hear that concept. You see, like, if you want to go fast, get in the car. But when you got a tire, bust out, or you want to go sleep, there's no one to share that journey with you.
100%.
But when you go with everyone,
Go further.
right, people could, bro, kip in the back.
Yeah.
Let me jump in the driver's seat.
Yeah.
So Dyer taught me that unity in team was important.
100%.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah, I miss my bro, man.
No, and it's still living with you. And a lot of it, you see, when we lose people and we're still here, like you said, we're homeless.
Just making our way home.
Don't
making our way home.
As you're speaking, don't ever forget that.
We're just homeless,
'Cause
just
I
making
love
our
that
way
one.
home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like, as we're still homeless, yeah, and Dyer's found his yard,
He found his way home, yeah.
He found his way home.
Yeah, God called him first. Yeah, God called him back,
Like I said, if we knew it was on that side, we might try to take the shortcuts.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But we can't. That's why I'm not allowed to know what's on that side.
Nah, you're not, yeah.
But knowing how you feel about him and everything he stood for, yeah, it's so important to make sure that he lives through you also.
100%.
You understand what I'm saying to you?
100%.
Because as we're the people that's left in this homelessness, yeah.
Yeah, homelessness. Yeah, homelessness. Yeah, we like that one.
Yeah, we gotta still make sure that the things that we've learned for the people that had their purpose with us and made such a big impact, they gotta live through us.
100%.
You know what I'm saying?
100%,
In many ways. So,
yeah.
and I feel like you put yourself in position to make your people live through you.
Yeah. 100%.
All your people that you lost live through you. So nothing's in vain.
No,
whether it's your people that's in jail or it's your people that's passed away.
Even Twin, every she's never on camera, and you just hear me big up Twin, big up Azalea. You know what I mean? Like,
Come on.
Everyone has to get shot. Everyone has to get big up. Yeah.
She sent to you, but she's I'm saying to you.
Yeah, facts.
Once you understand your mission,
you
understand who she is.
You know why? I say big up twin. Yeah, I judge us based on who introduced us. So who connected us is my peoples for many years.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's like if you go for a job, they're gonna want to know your history. There's a reference there. Your reference has to be on point.
Oh, 100%.
So her reference was so on point.
Yeah.
It was like, oh, she's my sister. The next day of, it's like, that's my sister.
And it's worked.
Yeah,
you know
100%. Yeah.
People that see your vision.
Yeah, big up B, man. Big up B, man.
No one's gonna see the vision.
Yeah,
you know
100%.
Like that's why I say to you, like even at this point now, where I want to go with this conversation, it's like if you didn't grow up in the hood, who do you think you would be today?
I'd be a nerd. See what it is, yeah. Everyone, I'm into science. Like you see me, yeah. I'm into like aliens, like nerdy stuff.
Yeah,
you know, like Anunnakis, like all of that. Like, I'm a nerd. Like when people say to me, "Have you seen this on Vlad or have you seen this on Breakfast Club?" I'm like, bro, that's not my algorithms. Like, you know, a lot of people say the content out there now is it's disturbing. Yeah. But that just speaks volumes to your algorithms.
Facts.
That's all that does.
Facts.
That has nothing to do with what's out there. It's your history of what you watch. Recently you uploaded your subscriptions. You know what I mean? People come to my house and see my algorithms and like, what? I watch snooker.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I watch things like that. I'm a nerd. I'm an advocate for information.
So these are kind of things of who you know what I'm saying? Who you the core of you is.
Yeah, Jay, I'm being honest, I'm even scared to somewhat remotely, not scared. This part of me has to always live in order to not die.
100%.
This part of me always has to live in order to not die.
I love that.
Do you know what I mean? It has to, because some people, they don't see this part of you and think, I'm gonna give him a pass.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because he's trying to change. They take advantage of that change.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I feel like there's a few things you're not aware of.
Go on.
You're not aware of your fan base, one. Yeah?
Mm-mm.
You're not aware of your fan base.
No.
And just because of that, I'm going to do a show with you next year, yeah?
Okay, yeah, go on.
Just to prove to you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Me and her are going to do yeah. Because I don't think you're in that. Imagine, like where I live like Cali, you know what I'm saying? Like market. Like, I'm all over the place, but the people that have come up to me in my state and like, you work with Creeper Crisis. It's not even like people that I even thought listen to hip hop. Like, would you know him?
Yeah.
They don't even know you. So I'm thinking that they know him. So it's like, oh, that's why they're talking about. No. Have you heard the way he raps? Like, and I'm like, this is people that I'm telling you, bro. You wouldn't. It's not.
Do you know what I'm happy about? And you know this because you've been on the scene for how many years? You know this.
100%.
I'm one person. Yeah. I can smile. Yeah. I decline all features, all big media platforms outside of like yourself and Rap City that I worked with, because
we was on the streets though them times.
Every time someone says my name, I did that. Yeah. Not MC No Name feature, not this big platform's visuals.
You know what?
No, but I'm saying I did that, and this is what makes me smile.
Oh, you did.
No, because every time. You know
concepts here and all of it. Do you know what's sad though? Can I be honest? Yeah. It goes over a lot of our people with them's head.
Facts. They don't get it.
But the problem I'm saying with you, like, how many shows have you done?
What, physical live performances?
Yeah, physical live.
About 15.
Have you done your own concert?
No, I've not done my own one.
Bugging.
Yeah.
Bugging.
Yeah.
Fully bugging.
Yeah.
Fully bugging. You know how much bread?
100%.
Like, I don't think you know the difference of outside the country as well. Like, outside, like, not just like London.
Oh no, bro!
The people that appreciate your thing, they appreciate him. Like
I had
level of fan base.
And nothing sexual. I had 2 girls flying from Australia just to meet me, and they didn't know each other. So I told them, you might as well come on the same plane at the same time. Me and one of them are still in contact now. She's married and she's just dropped her child.
I'm telling you.
And she come to meet me just to get a Creeper Crisis jump her flight. Mr. Different flew in over here just to meet me and fly back from Dubai.
Bro,
yeah.
Trust me, like. I'll clock you from early. Like, you know, we've been having conversations from years.
From years.
But even from the first day we met, it was funny because I saw the impact.
But you know, it's crazy because it's like the position I'm in. No one did it before. Like, there was no Indians returning to the Cowboys with arrows in them. Like, there's 20 of them over there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? My position is walking in a house you've never been in and the lights are off. You're feeling the walls for the lights to find the switch.
Yeah.
And then I found the switch and I gave myself the light.
Yeah.
And now I see everyone trying to share the light with me.
Yeah.
Do you see what I mean?
Definitely. But they can't.
No. Every.
That's the thing. This is what I'm trying to explain to you. Like, they can't. Only person that can share your light.
Do you know when I knew that? I got a Creeper Crisis game that I don't promote as much, and we had the Music's Future / Mountford and Collective, and there's like 7 of us. This boy, I never had no socials until 2-3 years ago. This boy from China was adamant about making me a game. Now I was brushing it off and telling them, look, nah, let me make you lot a game.
Yeah.
He was like, listen, if it's not for Creeper, I ain't doing it. I ain't doing it. Out of 7, and I'm like, I never was on socials. I never spoke to no one.
Yeah.
And he made me the game. My game Creeper Crisis Jump on Stage is out today.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And the rest of them was like, what? I can't get a game. Yeah. He never did it for no one else. He never did it for no one else.
You know, like, even you're just like me in your own world, because even like, the amount of things that if you see when I did a lot of the series OT and all them things, and
bro, you was the first.
I see you got a lot of similar things. Even how it's done, you know, like you got your own series. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You try to do a certain amount of videos in a certain amount of time.
Yeah.
We have similar aspects of even trying to bring in others as well. It's not just about us.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? So that's what I recognize with you for myself.
100%.
You know what I mean?
Like I said, from the first day we met and you jumped out of the car and you told me what you told me, that everyone can't be in a video.
Yeah,
from that first day, you know what I mean? You know, I was trying to do. I feel like we get together for the wrong things sometimes.
Yeah.
Go on.
Yeah, but I feel like at the time, you got to remember, because a lot of time when we get to this side, we forget the journey.
100%.
So we forget what was needed at that time. You know, like, there's no point in preaching to the choir, bro.
Yeah, facts.
A lot of the time when people are preaching, they're preaching to the choir.
You got to remember, even
and like you never had the choir around you. That's what I'm trying
to say.
No.
But you know it is as well. It's settings as well, though. Because like you said, even speaking of like the man that's preaching in church, everyone's gone to church to hear him preach. Yeah. But the man preaching outside Dalston Market is not being listened to because the setting's not allowed for him to put that message across. Yeah, that's it. The setting's not allowed. But
if he understood, like, yo, fam, you know, like, you need to come to church certain time, car. There's things that you won't see, you know. And he just talk to you on a level.
Yeah, facts.
You'll probably actually give one visit, you know. Because he spoke to you on a level.
The way he spoke.
It's the way he spoke. It's the approach. And again, like 100%. I said to you, all the things that you went through from when you was young. And the fact that you wasn't intoxicated. Now we're having this conversation. It's all making why you was chosen to be the leader.
Yeah.
You got to remember, we all still wanted it. We'll always have wanted a leader. Everybody's always needs a leader. Like, even us as leaders, we don't mind somebody. If someone can do it, boy, come and show me, innit?
That's what I said. I said to you about the people like generals have CEOs.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Yes. Pilots, like I said, they provided a destination. Captain provided a destination. Yeah. And for me, a teacher could be taught to teach. A leader can't be led to lead.
100%.
Do you see what I mean? So yeah, man.
So even like when it comes to the level of who Anton is going to be in the next 5, 10, and I wouldn't even, I ain't even saying the next year or so, you know what I mean? But within the next 5, 10, what do you feel like you need to understand and change and shift for yourself?
I think a lot of people.
We're gonna go back into your history as well. I'm just throwing this question in here now.
Honestly, if I'm being honest, everybody can't go.
100%.
Everyone can't go. You don't even want to leave everyone behind. But sometimes you have to understand, not everyone has the tools to go through that door.
And even as you're saying that, when you say everyone can't go, sometimes I'm even versions of me.
Yeah, I got to leave some of me behind. Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying to you? And like a lot of the time it's understanding what that looks like. Like, do you 100%. Know, like I'd even go to as far as to say, do you know how to breathe as who you want to be? Does that make sense to you? Like, do you know how the guy that you want to be breathes? How does his breathing? What kind of space is this?
Yeah.
How does he breathe? I feel like a lot of people don't even understand the things like breath. Is a big part of like even how you stand, how you know what I mean, everything, but how you also breathe.
Yeah, facts.
Is a big part of. Do you breathe like the man that you think you want to be like, at the you know what I'm saying, like and profile the image and all of that stuff, like is people seeing you like me, and this is my personal, because I feel like your image and your words and the message you've got, it's so powerful that it can't get mixed up when you're giving it.
Yeah.
There has to be just your platform.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
There has to be certain things where it's just you talking to the people, because as much as it's nice to do things with other people, the message ain't gonna get across with anyone else sitting next to you.
I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying fully. Yeah, fully.
That's what I'm letting
Yeah,
you know.
yeah. You put it
Even
out
me,
there. Yeah.
as a fan of like your wordplay, as somebody that loves how you think, as somebody that's understood how far you've come. Yeah.
Do you know why what you just said is important as well? Because, all right, everyone knows I rate Tupac, yeah?
Yeah.
I feel like way ahead of his time.
Yeah.
I
100%.
feel like we downplay the fact that he passed at 25.
All the time.
And the reason why I give him more credit than anybody else living, because if we put Martin at 25, he would have been a shoe shiner in a train station. If we put Malcolm at 25, he would have been in prison. If we put Maya Angelou at 25, she would have been in the brothel as a prostitute as she was.
Yeah.
It's not to downplay any of those people, but the point that you're making is I don't want to cut myself short, not allowing myself to be what I am
100%.
before I meet my demise.
100%.
Do you know what I mean? And I feel like what he done, no one else was able to accomplish at the age he was.
Yeah.
Because if everyone else passed away at his time, they wouldn't have been the great people we know them today.
That's right.
Do you know what I mean?
Right.
So I'm gonna take your advice.
Yeah.
I heard you.
I
heard you. Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
You have to evolve from the level of. Do you know what? Like I feel like there's still elements that you feel like you still need to represent the streets.
Yeah.
And I feel like on that level, the level of intelligence you have and everything else, I feel like that's the only level that this is why it's important for you to get everything that you want to get out.
100%.
Because even the level of the people that respect you, like your whole identity, is what people will follow.
Yes.
And because you were such a big person in that place, there's no reason for you to change. You get what I'm saying?
100%.
But I still feel like there's a level of your own, even went down to your clothes. You know, for me, you shouldn't have nobody's brand but yours. That's how influential you are.
But you know what it is? I didn't want to give away the blueprint. I'm trying to get their attention, then hit them with a message.
Yeah.
Trying to get their attention, then hit them with a message. Because it goes back to that guy that's preaching outside Dalston Market.
Yeah.
No one's listening because he's got no one's attention.
Yes.
So what good is the talking if no one's listening?
Yes.
So I need their attention. I need all eyes on me.
And you're absolutely right.
And then hit them with a message.
No, you're absolutely right. But remember that just how you've kept yourself aesthetically is good enough. You could wear anything now because you've kept yourself well aesthetic.
So I mix it up. I put the MF in there.
No, you do.
Yeah.
But it's so important. Understand how important that is.
Yeah.
Being who you are. If you were just an ordinary brother, what you just said would have more weight. But it still has weight, but it would have more weight.
100%.
You understand what I'm saying? But you actually kept yourself. You know what I'm saying? You've kept yourself looking young. You know what I mean? You got more dimples than back in the day. When I met you didn't have all that. It was there, but it was
come through. Yeah. All the skipping, running, all of that, the sprinting.
We mature like wine certain time. You know what I mean? That's what they say. You know what I mean?
That's why I said black don't crack unless it's on crack.
I feel like what were the things that just before we go past, I say did nephew pass that time as well?
No, he survived. So shout out to my nephew Trey, man. Yeah, he beat cancer, man.
Amazing.
Yeah,
see that there?
Cancer,
with you helping him as well. You see?
Yeah, man.
We would have slid past that. You know what I mean? And left people thinking something
that
else.
He passed away. And he beat cancer, man.
No, big up. I love
cancer,
that.
Man.
Amazing.
He beat cancer.
Amazing. God bless. All glory to God. Yeah. That's amazing.
There's in my life part 2, because he was 2, the whole breakdown of that is stage 1 cancer, age 2. Trey made it to 3 as a chancer, so I got in rage 4 an answer because he beat cancer at 4. Wow. So stage 1 cancer, age 2, Trey made it to 3 as a chancer, so I got in rage 4 an answer. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do you know what I mean? Yeah.
Cool.
You
see,
Trey,
sometimes you gotta explain these lyrics.
Yeah.
I'm thinking I understand certain things, but you know what I'm saying? I know it. Your things. You gotta explain to people. I'm gonna make you do a whole fucking review on some of your tunes just to break them down.
Yeah.
You know? One of the first things I'm gonna do on Overston. So I know you went through certain things as well. I didn't want to rush it into.
Yeah.
But I remember one time we had a conversation. You were telling me your bro stabbed you.
Yeah, so my household, we were boys, so we always fighting and tearing up the house. Yeah, I mean that was normal. But and I have to say this, I see a lot of man on podcasts. Oh yeah, I did 20 years in jail. I did 5 years in jail. Like, okay, 12 years a slave, idiot. You know what I mean? I see man, I've been stabbed. I've been shot. Like, why are you glorifying being a victim?
Yeah.
I've never been violated by no one living apart from my 2 brothers, in the sense of Fox accidentally stabbed me in my leg. And the reason why I say it was accident.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what do you mean accident?
For the benefit of the tape and my mum watching, it was always an accident. Yeah. Well, Fox knows where it is. Yeah. Fox knows where it is. You get me? He said he didn't mean it. You know the big brother that he does something wrong and he covers your mouth.
Yeah.
Like, the panic and then the blood
at the same time.
and he tries to hold the wound and it's seeping through his fingers. It was like, he was trying to
Gotta tell mum.
It's an accident, mum. It was an accident. You know what I mean? We got to, and then my other brother, this is when we knew that there was a chemical imbalance. You know what I mean? Because we got into a tussle as brothers do.
Yeah.
And he pulled out the box cutter, and me being me where I'm from, it's like, oh yeah. So I charged at him. Might have been a foolish mistake on my end, but he's jumped back and stabbed me dead in my temple right here. Yeah, could have caught my eye. Yeah. It pierced my skin because I moved my head at the same time, but it caught me. You know what I mean? Same brothers who, it's not my story to tell, but the same brothers even stabbed Fox in his face. Fox got a cut in between his eyebrow and eye. But yeah, so, and that situation as well, I've ran downstairs to get my own knife. And to this day, when we spoke, he admitted it to me. He did the best. He jumped out the top window from the first floor because he knew when I got upstairs, I was going to get to work.
Of course.
And I'm glad he jumped out. Yeah. That's my blood. That's my brother.
Of course.
I would have treated him like a stranger.
Yeah. It's gone into stranger territory.
100%. Because I've got blood in my eye. Don't know how bad it is. You know what I mean? 100%. The adrenaline's running. I've got my own kitchen, and I'm trying to delete him. And he when we speak normal, he said, "Bro, I knew what I did," and I said, "I need to get out." And he jumped out the window on the first floor.
You lot good now?
Yeah, we're cool.
Yeah,
we're
good
cool.
now, yeah.
You know what it is? That brother's been through the wars, innit?
Mm-hmm.
Like a lot of streets that like I almost lost him, bro. Like someone tried to shoot him dead in his face. Wow. And through the blessing of God, the bullet skimmed off his face. You know what I mean? And then they shot through his jacket and there's a hole in his jacket. And when I linked him in the blocks and he's showing me the scar across his cheek, and this all made the news and all that, innocent person got hit. And in that situation...
Is he older or younger?
He's younger.
Wow.
But in that situation, my brother, Devilish, got nicked for it.
What?
They arrested him because a random lady, passerby, when Devs, because it happened right outside my mum's. This made the news. This ain't nothing I'm even telling on. This made the news on the news. When Devs come out to take his daughter to the car, one random white lady said, that's the one that tried to shoot him. And this is how deep no snitching goes within my household. My mum's telling my brother, tell them it weren't your brother. And he said, I ain't a snitch. He just got to go and just be tested for gunpowder and let them know it weren't him.
Yeah.
So my bro just had to get put in handcuffs and eat that.
Wow.
Until they said, no, hold on, you're brothers. But this is how deep it is within our household. That my brother's seeing him put his brother in handcuffs as the person that's being blamed for shooting at him. And he just like, I ain't no snitch.
Wow.
Do you know what I mean? While his daughter's there.
You see, the street things are
it's
all
crazy.
over the place. You know,
it's
the
crazy.
ones there.
It's crazy, yeah. It's crazy.
Talk to me about Spy, man.
SP.
Yeah.
SP. I'd rather SP speak on his life more because it's like his story to tell. But SP's been through it, and I think I'm gonna expound on it on this album, Anne's Kids.
Okay, yeah.
Because all of my siblings got their own songs.
Wow.
I've written it even for my sister who passed away, Michelle, from Spina Bifida. So she's even got her own song.
Amazing.
Do you know what I mean?
Amazing.
Anne's Kids and yeah, man. And we're working on that tape next year.
So at the point that when your mum was going through the situation,
the heart attack. Yeah.
Like was there super pressure on her? Because all of these.
I think that's what the cause of it.
Yeah.
I think see my mum. Yeah, my mum's. So the days of my mum teaching us, like my mum's thing is she's done her part now, innit? Like she said to me the other day, like, do you know the hardest part's done, innit? Being in my house and waiting for me to feed and waiting for me to provide. That part's done.
Yeah.
You're doing it yourself.
100%.
So my mum's not big on words now.
Yeah.
So things like having those conversations of like when she was in the hospital and I was sitting by her bedside, it's like, yo, it's just a lot going on, and she's you know, she don't waste words anymore. You see what I mean? Yeah. So I didn't really indulge into how much it affected her, but I knew it affected her by what happened with the heart attack. You know what I mean?
With what you know about yourself, what do you feel like your next big 5 moves are gonna be?
Definitely directing.
Yep.
1,000,000% directing. Because I can only go as age-wise.
Yeah.
I only want to go as far as Creeper Crisis.
Yeah.
But like, I don't want to be the 45-year-old wash rapper that no one knows and I'm still trying. But I don't mind being the 60, 70-year-old director on set as Anton, and I'm directing.
Just pause, because you said that still trying. What do you see music successes? Because I say, like, there's some things that you've done. How you've taken your music.
For me now, I don't even rap with a goal. I rap for therapy.
So that's why I said
I rap for therapy.
So is it where you saying not try?
No, but you know what I mean though.
No, because I'm saying I feel like some of the things that you've done with your songs is better than any of these Jay-Z and these man. You've actually like, bro, I've rapped people's lives.
I've done over their songs a better version of their songs than them.
But I'm saying no, forget that. I'm saying what you've done for other people with your songwriting.
Yeah.
Them man ain't done that for people.
Alone,
they ain't gonna rap to somebody's
song. Yeah, all of that.
Come on, bro. Yeah. You've written songs for people and from different. This is why I'm saying. Intelligent people love you.
Hey Jay, I'm gonna be real with you, yeah. There's something I can do via rap here, twin node, and I'm saving it.
Good.
For the moment.
Good.
Because I'm tired of wasting.
Yes.
You know what, bro? There's something so special. If people thought what I'm doing is good, wait till they know what I'm capable
Keep your eyes open.
Even the format of how I write bars.
Yeah.
Do you know I rhyme every single word? I don't rhyme the last two bars, the double barrel. Every word.
It's cold.
Every word. If I had my phone, I would have shown you an example of every word is rhymed. Like,
so before I take you off directing,
5. I'd say directing. Probably a bit of acting, because I do want to get into acting a little bit.
What about personal life?
Personal life. Do you know what's crazy? I'm not big on family, girlfriend, coming home to someone.
No, that's not what personal life is.
No, I'm not big on that. So I would say traveling more, spending more time with nieces and nephews.
Love that.
Spending more time with nieces and nephews, and making mum proud, man.
Making mum proud.
Can
I add one for you?
Go on.
Your inner child.
You want me to address that?
I need you to give him some good times. He didn't get this conversation could have gone two ways. It could have been that you told me that you had such a good time as a child, and I'm like, oh, get back to that stuff. But as I'm talking to you, I realize you didn't even get to find that.
Nah.
You didn't even have no time to find the things that you enjoyed as a child, but he's still there.
Yeah.
Waiting.
Yeah, fact.
You know what I'm saying? So
Facts.
Like, I think like the where you already are. Sometimes when you could be so intelligent that your intelligence serves you in the wrong way. Do you know what I mean? So like the balance of making sure that our intelligence doesn't serve us the wrong way is always making sure we entertain our inner child.
I'm definitely gonna address that on Anne's kids.
You're gonna say you know what I'm saying?
100%.
And I think that's because that's again, you're such a well-rounded person.
Yeah.
I think once you address once your inner child gets the attention that it needs, you're gonna be able to operate in a way that they've never seen you operate before 100%. In terms of touchy, because you already touch people, but there's so much work for you out here.
100%.
Just being, you know what I'm saying, very intuitive person. You're, like I say, you're a prophet. You're a special person, man.
Thank you, my bro.
You're like your words, your influence, and everything. It has there's not many people like you. You know what I'm saying?
So bro. Appreciate you.
Make sure you understand that about yourself. You know what I mean? So part of mental health.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah, we took it a different route this time.
We did.
You know what I mean?
Had me all crying in there and everything.
We took it a different route because at the end of the day, we
eye water
had to be a whole nother level. You know what I'm saying?
Was different. It was definitely different.
There's nothing similar to our first conversation. You know what I'm saying?
Nothing.
You know what I mean?
I appreciate you.
I appreciate you, man, as well. I knew it was gonna be epic.
Big up Jay, big up Twin, big up Mac. Come on, music's future. I know. Alright, that was sick.
How did dad tell Gran your son's dead, him racing ran? Now live sad and dress him facing and a corrupt life. Like your real dad's dead and abrupt trying to